Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I'm in Los Angeles, California, and I am at the Health Span Summit. And let me tell you, Elias and his team have put on quite an event. If you haven't been to one of these, you got to come next year. I'm 3 years in already at this conference, and I won't miss it again. Let me tell you, my next guest is a return guest onto the show. I like to call him Sauna King. I don't know if he likes that name, but Phil, welcome back to the show, man.
Well, my ex-wife, because I wear a hat all the time, she calls me Colonel Saunas.
Colonel Saunas, man. We have stories. I think we got sauna setting up stories. Last time I think we were at CES or somewhere. We did an interview in the hallway. We had a sauna set up in the hallway, man. I love it.
You're creative, young man.
Oh, me. He's giving me credit. No, this is all Phil. Yeah, that was me. So for the audience that don't know exactly who you are, what you do, maybe go a little bit into Relax Sauna and why you're Colonel Sauna.
Well, the Relax Sauna company in Taiwan the company is over 40 years old when they were established, and it's an electrical company, and they were asked by a company in Japan, can you create that wonderful feeling they have at the hot springs in southern Japan where people would go and miraculous healings would take place, like in Lourdes in France. And so it turns out there's a preponderance of far infrared energy at those places, and that's what does the healing. Far infrared energy between a specific frequency, and I don't want to get mathematical on you, but it's between 7 and 14 microns. Mm-hmm. And the human body, according to Dr. Sherry Rogers in her book, Detoxify or Die, which spawned the far infrared sauna industry, she said that we radiate far infrared ray between 3 and 50, mainly at 9.4 microns. That's the peak. And the water is a far infrared molecule also, and it's at 8 microns. So the far infrared energy, that's the magic potent frequency. You know, Tesla talked about and so does Edison, the future of medicine is light and frequency and vibration. Mm-hmm. And so what the Relax Sauna company did, even though Planck's law says you can't, but they use computer technology, semiconductor chips, and they take the electricity and generate only the far infrared energy. And so the Relax Sauna has been tested by Polytechnic University near LA and by Harvard MIT Science and Technology Lab. The energy coming out of the Relax Sauna is 100% far infrared energy. And you know curcumin and turmeric, right? Mm-hmm. Curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric that helps it get rid of pain and all the great things that turmeric does. So the far infrared energy between 7 and 14, that's the magic, that's the active ingredient. And and all saunas are good. The Finnish saunas, there's a 20-year study raving about the fact that people do it 4 to 7 times a week. Their health and the age of their lifespan is so much greater than those in Finland who only do it once. Those are great. The far infrared, all the far infrared, even the Amazon saunas, everyone raves about them. Yeah. But, you know, if you lived if the grocery store is 5 miles from your house and you don't have a vehicle, and I give you a vehicle like a bicycle, you're going to tell everyone how incredible your bicycle is. Yeah. And when you ride in the Mercedes I give you, oh my God, you're going to even say, I can't believe it was so much shorter. Mm-hmm. It was more comfortable, and I can bring all the groceries back. Yeah, means you get the results. So the Relax Sauna, I think the way to measure the effectiveness of a sauna, and the research, there's thousands of see, you know, far infrared ray energy and the far infrared saunas is the Cinderella. Everyone is talking about red light and near infrared light. Yeah. But those are the ugly stepsisters. They're good, and they have great results. And one man who actually wrote a book about red light therapy and near infrared, he interviewed us and sold about 100 Relax Saunas. So this is not an either or, but I'm saying that the far infrared, the red light and near infrared can do a lot of good things. But when you see the difference, what far infrared 100% can do, because it's loving light, it's soft, because it's the same frequency as you.
Yeah.
And so because of that, you don't recognize it, so it's absorbed into the water and penetrates 2 inches. Now, you've been out in the sun?
Yeah.
Close your eyes in the hot sun.
Of course.
What do you feel inside you?
Yeah, the warm.
The incredible searing warmth to the bone.
Yeah.
That's the far infrared ray. See, the sun gives us 50, 40, 50, 60% near, only a little bit of far. That's the gem. That's the gold. That's the diamond. And according to Dr. Gerald Pollack in his book, The Fourth Phase of Water, it's the far infrared light. That's the frequency that creates more. He calls it exclusion zone water.
Yeah.
It's like a gel-like substance where nothing can be dissolved into. And he says that the far infrared light gives the plants the power to move and to bend because it vibrates the water molecules.
I'm curious, Phil, how come, because I've interviewed other individuals on different types of saunas and other things, and just like you're saying, red light therapy, all these other things that we're talking about now.
Right.
Why don't more people talk about this?
About far infrared?
Yeah. Like, why don't you hear more about it? I mean, obviously, I hear when we have our conversations, but why don't? And by the way, for context, I know some people definitely do, but I mean, in the media, like in general, in these different spaces, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, other than yourself, but in your circles.
Well, I'm an educator.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've delved deep. You know, I got in the health food industry in 1971. I got into fasting and all that. Opened up a health food store in 1980, and I was very sensitive. So I can eat a tablet, an herbal tablet, and I can see where it goes in my body and what it's doing.
Wow!
So I have a sensitivity, and I had an Amazon sauna for a year before I got the relaxed sauna, and night and day difference. I mean, the other sauna took 18 minutes to start sweating and 55 minutes before I had a good sweat.
Yeah.
The relaxed sauna takes 30 seconds to start feeling the warmth, feeling hugged by your loving grandma, feeling like you're basking in a step-down version of divine love. In 8 minutes, you start sweating. In 15, 18, 20 minutes, you're done. Complete sweat. Now, I think one of the reasons is that most products, and most people don't know that, whatever a manufacturer makes it for, it costs 5 to 6, you have to sell it for 5 to 6 times what it cost you to make a decent profit, because you have all the middlemen and the marketing and all that. Well, on the red light, they're selling for 20, 25 times what it costs to make right now. So everyone's going into the bandwagon and promoting it.
Oh.
Okay, but red light is good. It does.
You said it was good, by the way. You said everything has its kind of like place. I understand. I was just curious.
I was selling a little red light thing in the 80s.
Wow.
Okay, and then when we got the relaxed sauna table lamp, 9 out of 10 people preferred the relaxed sauna far infrared energy table lamp to the red light. And so, I have a man in Philadelphia who's a doctor who's doing a lot of research for us. And he's, he says, well, red light has these effects, but when you add up all the main benefit is that only the far infrared ray energy between 7 and 14 microns specifically, according to Dr. Yamaguchi, who's done a lot of research in Japan, that vibrates the water molecules. And that weakens the ionic bonds and releases toxic poisonous gases. So if you want to detox, the far infrared energy, that's what does it more so than others. The other, we work with vibrational and frequency, and the others work with photonic energy. But we go from photon to poton. I don't remember what, but there's something else that the relaxed sauna does that other saunas don't even do. And it's like, I come up to people, they say, well, I got a $10,000 wooden sauna. I have a real sauna. Yeah. I said, that's nice. But if you go in here, you're going to
feel it, just a feeling. And by the way, numbers wise, how many people, because this blows my mind every time. How many people have you sat in one of these saunas?
150,000, 160,000 people. 23 years.
160,000. That's amazing.
I've seen 30,000 minor
that's
or
it.
major miracles.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you feel, man, after 150,000 plus butts in seats?
If you were a fly on the wall,
Stop. I can't.
listening to people,
No, I
what
have
they
been
say.
a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
At one of your, at many, A4M.
Yes,
This year I
that's
was a
right.
fly on the wall at A4M
Yeah.
when I saw what you were doing. And man, the butts in the saunas are going.
Well, we had one guy, he's had sciatica pain like for 6.5 weeks, constant 7, 8. Sometimes
Yeah.
it'd go down to a 3 or 5. He'd sleep for an hour or two.
Yeah.
He did a 7.5 minute session. You don't sweat because it takes 8 minutes to sweat.
Yeah.
And then he said, I want more. He did another 7.5 session, and he sweated like the Dickens. And he came out, and he was jumping up and down. He said, look,
Stop.
no pain, no
Wow.
pain. And he said, and then he went on and said, it's been for 6.5 weeks constant.
Wow.
And then he said, if I were a multimillionaire, I'd buy one of these for every old age home. They need it. Because people, it's hard to believe that in 5 to 7 minutes with your clothes on, without sweating,
Yeah.
that 50% to 100% of your pain will be gone every time without fail. And then you come back.
And you see it. So people come when they're at these booths, they're like, oh, I got this. Oh, I got that. And like, you're like, all right, come on. Done this 150,000 times. It's okay. Sit down.
Right. Yeah.
What keeps you motivated, like in doing this? Because you've sold a ton of these things. I know you don't have to be out there like promoting this message, but you are. What keeps you motivated?
My great love is I love to communicate. I love, to master the art of communication. You're never finished.
Yeah.
And so there's always a plus factor. And I just love the way and the magic of how spirit works, how the divine love works, and where I can be there. And a lot of times, I had an out-of-body experience 55 years ago, and a year later I had a Kundalini awakening where every cell in my body was energized and the whole body chemistry changed. And so I've been connected to this, whatever you call it, the Force in Star Wars, and it works through me. And I like to get out of the way and see who I can uplift and help them make the next step in their spiritual growth of freedom and being able to receive and give love. And so it's really a mission to help people awaken to what they truly are. And so you're basically a ball of love.
Oh, I know I am. I know I am.
You are a ball of love, and like in the
That's
yogi,
what I tell people when they say I'm doing interviews and I'm doing this show. I said I'm just spreading love. I'm a conduit. It's
that's
okay.
right. Yes, I recognize the light within you, and I see it as myself. Therefore, I can't treat you with anything but kindness and warmth because you're me.
Yes.
And I found out, interestingly enough, I was at my health food store, and the postman came in, and he left, and he said, have a nice day. I said, wait a second. Namaste means I recognize the light within you, and I see it as myself, and it rhymes with have a nice day. So that's what the Americans say.
Love it. Phil, last thing I want you to do, look into the camera. How can people follow up? How can they learn more about Relax Sauna?
Well, there are two ways. You can go to YouTube and you can put in Relax Sauna testimonials. We have about 1,000 video testimonies on people saying, they come back 3 years later and they say, oh my God, I have to tell you what the sauna has done for me in the last 3 years, for my patients, etc. Lyme disease, chronic pain, neuropathy, restless leg syndrome. And you go to Relax Sauna testimonials, go to the Relax Sauna page, and there's like about 10 or 20 interviews, 10 or 20 talks, and about 1,000 people, 5 minute, 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 15 minutes, spontaneous, like they get out of the sauna, say, oh my gosh, my migraine headache, I had it of 8. It got too hot. I opened it up. I was at 4. And then just talking to you for 4 minutes, it went down to 0. God, thank you. And then also the website, and that's important, is relaxsaunas.com. That's plural, relaxsaunas with an s.com.
Amazing.
So that's how they can email me at phil@relaxsaunas.com. And, we say, we say, experience the difference, feel the momentum. The relaxed sauna, I have, like I said, 10 people with $10,000 saunas buy the relaxed sauna for $1,700 as an upgrade.
That's awesome. And for everybody listening at home, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes. So you can just click on the links, go check out Phil and Relax Saunas. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Phil, man, as always, appreciate you coming back on.
It's always fun seeing you
Great
again.
times.
Okay.